Dear students, welcome to today's video class. In the previous class, we have discussed regarding the structure of a prokaryotic cell, where we have studied a bacterial cell as a typical example. And the prokaryotic cell differ from that of the eukaryotic cell in having primitive characters, primitive structures, isn't it? Let's study the eukaryotic cells. So, eukaryotic cells are highly advanced cells, well organized cells, isn't it? So, these eukaryotic cells are characterized by the presence of well organized nuclear membrane bounded nucleus. Such nucleus is called a true nucleus, right? So, in this eukaryotic cells, there is the division of labor. That means, in a cell, so in order to perform the different functions, so the cells are having their own cell organelles. So, we will discuss in subsequent classes when we study in detail the eukaryotic cell components and also their functions. Right, here we have these eukaryotic cells. The best examples are the plant cell and as well as the animal cell. So here, you need to learn how to draw a neat label diagram of a plant cell and how to draw a neat label diagram of an animal cell. Okay? So, sir, nimige bridge course alli draw ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು explanation na ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು with respect to plant and as well as animal cell. See here, as we have this plant cell and animal cell, so in your examination, they may ask to draw a neat label diagram of ultrastructure of a plant cell or ultrastructure of an animal cell. Anyhow, so try to draw the neat label diagrams of their respective cells. Then, see here, so we are having some of the structures that are present in an eukaryotic cell. So, as already told you, eukaryotic cell is highly advanced, well organized cell. So, here, in case of the eukaryotic cell, compared to the prokaryotic cell, the first and the foremost important thing is the cell wall. So, this cell wall is a non-living, outermost, rigid, protective structure. This cell wall is found only in case of the plant cell. It is not at all found in the animal cell. This cell wall is highly complex in nature. It is highly complex in nature, which is made up of so many chemical substances. Because of that, the cell wall that is present in the plant cell provide protection to the cell protoplast. The cell protoplast contain so many the cell organelles. So, all those cell organelles were well protected by this non-living rigid protective structure, what we so called cell wall. Then, so the next layer, that is what to be called as plasma membrane. So, this plasma membrane is found both in case of the plant cell and as well as animal cells. So, in case of the plant cell, this plasma membrane is the second layer. Why? Outer to the plasma membrane, we have the cell wall. But in case of the animal cell, plasma membrane is the outermost layer. Why? Because of the absence of cell wall. Then the inner content of the cell, whether it may be a plant cell or animal cell, right? So it is said to be the protoplast, right? So that protoplast has cytoplasm and nucleus. So the cytoplasm is, once again, it is found both in prokaryotic cells and as well as, that is the both in plant cells and as well as animal cells, right? Cytoplasm. The cytoplasm of both plant cell and animal cell contain so many different types of cell organelles. So these cell organelles, they are of different types. That is, membraneless cell organelles, they are the ribosomes. Then single membrane bounded cell organelles, they are the, what we call it as the lysosome and vacuole. So these are single membrane bounded cell organelles. Ribosomes are membraneless cell organelles, whereas this nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, then the, what we call it as the mitochondrion, Golgi complex, chloroplast, these are having double membrane layers. Anyhow, the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cells contain the cell organelles, membraneless cell organelle, single membrane bounded cell organelle, double membrane bounded cell organelle, right? So these cell organelles are found both in plant and animal cells. Let's see regarding these cell organelles. The first cell organelle, that is what we call it as vacuole. So this vacuole is found only in case of the plant cell. So plant cells are characterized by the large sized vacuole. That is, the innermost region what we have in a plant cell, 90% of its place or region is occupied by the vacuole. So, right? So in case of the animal cell, there may be vacuoles, they are very small in size. Therefore, so vacuoles are found in the only plant cells. So they store the food materials, they store water and other substances. Then, so as far as the nutrition of the cell is concerned, so here the plant cell or animal cell, they require the food material. Why? They perform different function. Now, living organisms ಅಥವಾ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿರ ನೀವು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಜೀವಕೋಶ ಆಗಲಿ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಚ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫುಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ containing energy rich compounds. Those energy rich compounds, whenever they are utilized by the cells, energy is released. That energy is utilized by the cell to perform different functions. What are the different functions? Growth and development, reproduction, etc. So anyhow, so in case of the plant and as well as animal cells, where the plant cells are autotrophic in nature. Why? Because they synthesize their own food material, whereas animal cells are heterotrophic in nature. Why? So they obtain their food material from other sources. See, why these plant cells are able to synthesize the food material? Because they are having the green photosynthetic pigment called chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll pigment is present inside a double membrane bounded cell organelle called chloroplast. So these chloroplasts are found only in case of plant cells. Okay. So hence they synthesize their food material. Then, so coming to the lysosome. This lysosome is a single membrane bounded cell organelle. So it is found only in case of animal cell. What is this lysosome? So it is commonly called as suicidal bag of the cell anta karitare. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆ ನಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ನಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನಲ್ಸ್ ವರ್ destroyed by certain enzymes. Those enzymes are present inside these lysosomes. So these lysosomes, whenever they burst, they release their enzymes, and those enzymes will destroy non-functioning cell organelles. ಇವನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ suicidal bag of the cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ತಾನು ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವನ್ನ ಸೂಸೈಡಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಯೋಲ್ಸ್. These centrioles are also found only in case of the animal cells. See, these centrioles are responsible for the formation of spindle fibers. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನಡೀತದೆ, ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಏನು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೋ ಆ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ tubules and microtubules. So these tubules and microtubules, they are found only in case of plant cells. They are found only in case of plant cells, right? See, in case of the animal cell, the spindle fibers are formed in the form of astral-like spindle fiber. They are produced by the centrioles. Then the main switch of the cell is the nucleus. The main switch of the cell is the nucleus, right? Nucleus, right? So this nucleus is present both in plant and as well as animal cell. It is found both in case of plant and as well as animal cells. See, in plant cell, this nucleus is present towards periphery. Why? Because much of the inner region is occupied by the large vacuole. Whereas in case of the animal cell, it is present at the center. Why? Because of the absence of large vacuole. Right? This nucleus contains nuclear membrane, then nucleolus, then chromosomes, etc., etc., right? Then the next cell organelle is, that is what we call it as the endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum, it is also found both in plant cell as well as animal cell. This endoplasmic reticulum is commonly called as the cytoskeleton or endoskeleton of the cell. Why? It provides support to the cell. It helps the movement of the cell. It balances the cell, right? So hence it is called the cytoskeleton. This endoplasmic reticulum that arises from the nuclear membrane of the nucleus, and it may extend up to the cell wall or plasma membrane. This endoplasmic reticulum, they are of different types, two types: rough walled endoplasmic reticulum, smooth walled endoplasmic reticulum, right? So it is present both in plant and as well as animal cell. Then mitochondria, it is also found both in plant and as well as animal cell. So it is commonly called as powerhouse of the cell. Why? It contains the respiratory enzymes. Inside this mitochondrion, the energy rich compound, that is glucose, is degraded, during which energy is released in the form of ATP molecules. those ATP molecules are used by the cell to perform different functions. Then the membraneless cell organelle is the ribosomes. So it is also found both in plant and as well as animal cells. So these ribosomes are commonly called as protein synthesizing factories. So both plant and as well as animal cells have ATS type of ribosomes. Each ribosome has two subunits. One is the smaller subunit made up of 40S and the other one is larger subunit made up of 60S. So totally both these together will form a ribosome that is called as ATS type of ribosome, found both in plant and as well as animal cell. Then we have the Golgi bodies. So these Golgi bodies are also found both in plant and as well as animal cells, right? So these Golgi bodies contain varieties of enzymes. Okay, so these are some of the examples, the components of the plant and as well as animal cell. So keep it in your mind. So don't forget to learn, draw the neat label diagram of plant cell and as well as the label diagram of animal cell. Both these diagrams should have minimum 10 labelings, right? Okay, so let's have a knowledge regarding the differences between the plant and as well as animal cell. Say plant cells where the cell wall is present. Cell wall is present. Here cell wall is absent. Cell wall is absent. Then vacuoles are present. Vacuoles are absent. Then nucleus is at periphery or margin. Here nucleus is at center. Then the chloroplasts are present. So here chloroplasts are absent. Then the what we call it as the lysosomes and centrioles are absent. Lysosomes and centrioles are present in animal cells, whereas the what next? The other difference: cell wall, vacuole, nucleus, chloroplast, then lysosomes, right? So these are the these are most important 5 differences between the plant and as well as animal cells. So in the next classes we will discuss one after the other in detail the structural aspect and as well as functional aspects of the eukaryotic cells. whether it may be a plant cell component or animal cell component. Okay, good luck.